In the shadows of the underworld, the name Gonzalez sisters didn't just strike fear, it echoed a saga of terror. These were not just any sisters. They were the Gonzalez sisters, a name that sent shivers down the spine of even the most hardened criminals. Wrapped in mystery and enigma, their identities remained as elusive as a wisp of smoke in the wind. They were the whisper in the alleyways, the chill on a moonless night, the unseen force that kept the underworld on its toes. Their reputation was notorious, built on tales of ruthlessness and cunning that were as frightening as they were awe-inspiring. These three sisters, ordinary in appearance, were anything but ordinary. Their name was synonymous with danger, their actions, a testament to their power. But how did three ordinary girls become the most dangerous family in the world? Born to humble beginnings, the Gonzalez sisters' story started far from the world of crime. In a small, nondescript town in Mexico, three girls, Maria, Lucia, and Carla Gonzalez, were born into a family of modest means. Their father, a hardworking farmer, and their mother, a dedicated seamstress, instilled in them the values of hard work, humility, and respect for others. The Gonzalez household was a picture of normalcy. The girls attended the local school, helped with chores, and played with friends in the neighborhood. They were known to be polite, well-mannered, and obedient, qualities that made them well-liked in their small community. The sisters were inseparable, their bond unshakable. They shared everything, from clothes to secrets, dreams to fears. They were each other's confidants, allies, and best friends. Their seemingly ordinary childhood was filled with laughter, innocence, and dreams. Dreams that, ironically, were far removed from the life of crime that awaited them. Their upbringing was steeped in the traditions and values of their small town. They were taught to respect their elders, to be kind to others, and above all, to stay out of trouble. Their parents, while not wealthy, did their best to provide a stable, loving environment. The girls were well-behaved, diligent in their studies, and showed no signs of the darkness that was to come. However, as they grew older, the sisters began to display a different side, a side that was hidden beneath their innocent exteriors. They started showing signs of rebelliousness, a thirst for power, and a disregard for the law. A transformation was taking place, one that was as unexpected as it was alarming. In the quiet, simple town where they grew up, nobody could have predicted the path the Gonzalez sisters would take. Their journey from innocence to infamy was a shock to all who knew them. Their transformation from ordinary girls to feared criminals was a stark contrast to their seemingly normal upbringing. Little did the world know, the transformation from ordinary girls to feared criminals was just around the corner. A series of unfortunate events led the Gonzalez sisters down a path they would never return from. Our story now takes a darker turn. The once innocent Gonzalez sisters found themselves caught in a whirlpool of circumstances that slowly yet surely nudged them towards a life of crime. This transformation was not a sudden leap into darkness, but rather a gradual descent, shaped by a series of pivotal events. Their first encounter with the underworld came unexpectedly. A local mob boss, seeing potential in the sisters' intelligence and tenacity, began to groom them. He exposed them to the gritty realities of the underworld, showing them the power and respect that came with it. The sisters were drawn to this allure, seeing it as a means to escape their mundane and struggling lives. As they grew older, the sisters found themselves increasingly entangled in this world. They started off as mere errands runners, but their roles quickly escalated. They became indispensable to the mob boss, their skills and cunning proving invaluable. Slowly, they were no longer just observers, but active participants in the criminal world. Their descent into darkness was further fueled by a personal tragedy. The untimely death of their mother left the sisters feeling vulnerable and alone. The underworld became their refuge, the mob their new family. This loss only hardened their resolve, pushing them deeper into the world of crime. But perhaps the most significant factor in their transformation was their bond as sisters. Their shared experiences, their mutual struggle, their unwavering loyalty to one another. These were the ties that bound them together in this dangerous journey. They relied on each other for strength and support, their bond solidifying with each step they took into the underworld. This journey was not one of overnight metamorphosis. It was a gradual slide into darkness, marked by pivotal moments and personal tragedies. The Gonzalez sisters, once innocent children, had now stepped into a world of darkness. The Gonzalez sisters didn't just enter the world of crime, they ruled it. Their ascension was swift and brutal, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Their rise to power was not a result of chance or luck, but rather a calculated and ruthless pursuit of dominance. Each sister played a crucial role in this reign of terror. The eldest, Maria, was the mastermind, the one who devised the intricate plans that would lead to their success. She was the puppet master, pulling the strings and watching as her plans unfurled. Then there was the middle sister, Rosa. Rosa was the enforcer, the muscle. She had an intimidating presence and a fiery temper that made even the toughest men quake in their boots. Rosa was the one who ensured that the plans Maria devised were executed flawlessly. The youngest sister, Isabel, was the charmer, the face of the operation. She had a way with people, a manipulative charm that could make anyone believe anything she said. Isabel was the one who made sure their operations remained under the radar, using her charm to deceive and distract. Together, they committed a series of high-profile crimes that shook the criminal world. From audacious bank heists to elaborate scams, their repertoire was diverse and their execution impeccable. They left no stone unturned, no loophole unexploited. Their operations were so meticulously planned and their execution so flawless that they became almost legendary. Their reign was characterized by fear and terror. They ruled with an iron fist, showing no mercy to anyone who dared to cross their path. They had no qualms about using violence to assert their dominance, and their ruthless methods earned them a fearsome reputation. Their impact was so profound that their name became a byword for terror in the criminal underworld. People lived in fear of the Gonzalez sisters, their reign casting a long and ominous shadow. The sisters ruled with an iron fist, their name becoming synonymous with fear and terror. The Gonzalez sisters were not just criminals, they were the most dangerous family in the world. In the annals of crime, few names induce as much fear and trepidation as that of the Gonzalez sisters. Their reputation was not earned through petty theft or small-time cons. No, the sisters were infamous for their cold-blooded ruthlessness, their cunning tactics, and their exceptional ability to evade capture. Their heinous acts were not committed out of necessity or desperation. Instead, they seemed to relish their roles as instigators of chaos and fear. They became a terrifying symbol of the dark underbelly of society, a chilling reminder of what happens when morality is cast aside. The sisters did not just commit crimes, they orchestrated them with a chilling level of precision and brutality. They were not just burglars or thieves, they were puppet masters, pulling the strings from the shadows, making everyone dance to their macabre tune. To call them merely dangerous would be an understatement. They were a menace, a threat to the very fabric of society. They were the embodiment of the boogeyman, the thing that goes bump in the night, the monster under the bed. They were the embodiment of all our worst fears, given form and set loose upon an unsuspecting world. But what made them truly the most dangerous family in the world was not their acts of violence or their criminal masterminding. It was the fear they instilled in people. The mere mention of their name was enough to send shivers down the toughest of spines. They were not just a family, they were an unstoppable force, a hurricane of terror and destruction, leaving nothing but devastation in their wake. Their reign of terror was not just about the physical harm they inflicted, it was about the psychological scars they left behind. They were not just criminals, they were harbingers of fear, heralds of chaos, the epitome of evil. They were the embodiment of terror, leaving a legacy of fear in their wake. Even today, the name Gonzalez sisters is enough to send chills down the spine. Their reign of terror, marked by a ruthless cunning and a chilling lack of remorse, has left an indelible imprint on the world of crime. This is not a legacy to be celebrated, but one that serves as a stark reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink when driven by greed and lust for power. Their story, chilling as it is, has spawned countless books, movies, and documentaries, each attempting to dissect the psyche of these sisters, to understand what propelled them down this dark path. Their deeds have become a benchmark of sorts, a grim yardstick against which other criminal acts are measured. In the underworld, their name still commands a certain respect, a twisted homage to their ruthless efficacy. But for the rest of us, they stand as a cautionary tale. The Gonzalez sisters, a name that will forever be etched in the annals of criminal history.